Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with Me, and today we're going to do part 2 of the hidden paper clips. Now these are going to be the actual hidden ones. We did the other ones yesterday that, let me see what I did with them. When you flip them around to the back side, you can still see the paper clip, but then you have a little pocket here that you can tuck stuff in. And then it has a little dangle. So we did these yesterday, but the video was getting kind of long, so I wanted to split it up. Now this is Melina's challenge, and I'll link her video down below, so you need to go over and watch it because she's much better at this than I am. Alright, this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. Now this is a cardstock, it's kind of thick. You could use whatever paper you want because you're going to put another paper on top of it. So this is a piece of that Vintage Diary, I think is the name of it. Let me look, hold on. Yeah, Vintage Diary, and we've got more of these coming in and the vellum packs this week, so watch out for those. I know I've had a lot of people asking about them. Now on this one, you're just going to take this and fold it in half and burnish it down. Like that. Okay, then we're going to take our paper clips, and you're going to put your paper clips on here and just kind of space them out, just ever how big or ever how wide you want your little hidden paper clips. That's how you need to space it. Now I've run out of paper clips, so I've got some that are actually coated, so I'm not sure how they're going to work, but we're going to try a couple of them. They really hold better than these, but we shall see how they glue down. Alright, I'm just going to kind of space them like that. They don't have to be perfect because we'll end up cutting in between these. Let's see. I'm going to move this one a little bit further. Slide that one down, and that one down. Like that, I think. Now, I put all of my large little clip on this side, and then all the small part of the clip on that side, like that. And now Melina used packing tape to put on top of this, and yesterday I used some washi tape. Today I'm just going to use some of my 1-inch score tape to run down through here. This is going to serve two purposes. It's going to hold these where they need to be, and then I can take this top layer off and it'll help me glue it down to the bottom part too. So that's what we're going to do here. And I'm just going to go on each side of them and press that so that they stay where I put them, like that. That one looks a little crooked, so we'll just straighten it up. And then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do the same thing over here. And this is our 1-inch score tape. Very, very strong, and it holds like this, but you could use any kind of tape, and don't worry about it. Yeah, I tore that paper, but don't worry about it. This is not going to show. You could use masking tape or just some regular, packing tape, or tape that you should tape up a little present with, anything like that. Just whatever you have in your stash, just grab it out and use it. This just kind of helps it from going anywhere. Okay, so we've got that. Now this piece is going to actually wrap around this one. So it's going to wrap over. Now I want to wrap it to where I will have an upside on here. Like this, I think. So see, my writing will go the right way. And I'm just going to go ahead and fold it in the middle. I did cut it the same size. This was a 12 by 12 piece of paper. And I cut it down to 8.5 by 11, so I cut it the same size. Now, it's probably best to use a piece of this that you don't have one side that's going upside down. But you know me, what I say about that, I'm not going to worry about it. Because I will probably put some embellishments on this side anyway, so that's not a big deal to me. But if you want to use a paper that's not directional, then you can do that. Okay? Now then, let's see. What else do we need to do? I'm going to go ahead, open that up, and I'm going to take the top off of this score tape. Revealed its stickiness. You may hear my hubby. Oh, he's not really hollering at them, but you know, they're in the pool, so he's having to raise his voice so they can hear him. Brooklyn's over here, and she has a little friend with her swimming, so he's out there trying to watch them and stay cool at the same time. So he's, Brooklyn, don't do that. Brooklyn. Our little daredevil. I said, just don't let her drown her friend, okay? Oh, me. She has learned how to swim all by herself this year without any floaties or anything like that. So she can swim underwater and on top of the water. So she's so excited. Okay, we'll put that all the way down. And I probably didn't need to put it all the way down because I have got, I'm going to have to cut a little bit of that off. And then you're just going to push that up as far as it'll go up in there. And then press that down. Make sure I've got it as far up there as it'll go. Get my little paper clips down. It looks pretty good. Alright, and then I'm just going to go and do my burnishing in between the paper clips. Like that. Then we're going to flip it over and we're going to do this side the exact same way. So we'll pull that backing off. We'll go ahead and put our glue on here. Okay. Alright, we're going to press that down and I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to make sure that I burnish it well in between my little paper clips. I need to put a little bit more glue right here on the end. Just need to put a good amount of glue because you want this to stick down well. Okay, so that's what we have right there. Alright, now you have this little bit sticking out and we're going to trim that off, so don't worry about that. Melina had some sticking out too, so she said just don't worry about it. Now, we're going to trim this off and I'm going to trim it with my guillotine trimmer. Hopefully that is going to do. You can freehand trim it if you want, if I can get it under here. Oh, I may not. No, I think I can. Maybe. Let's see. And you just kind of feel where your paper clip is. There's one. And right there's the other. So I'm just going to go kind of sort of in between them. Alright, now I'm going to cut this edge off just by hand. That's 2 tough pieces of paper I just cut. You probably should use a little thinner paper than what I am. Alright, so let's see. Oh, look! That's right. Okay, now let's go ahead and trim this one. There's one paper clip, and there's the other right there. So we're going to kind of trim it in the middle. Alright, there we go. Got those cut off. Now, you don't have to make them as long as I did this one. You can make them shorter if you want to. And I'm trying to cut that one a little bit. And grab my big shears. I got this one a little crooked. There we go. To trim a little of that one off. So there is that one, and you've got, see? Let's see how it slides down on here. Grab this and pretend this is a page. And it will slide down just like that. But we're going to do a little bit more to this. I do want to round the corners, and I'm going to use my big crocodile corner punch because it's going through 4 thicknesses of the paper. So you don't want to use anything real small. Now I went ahead and trimmed off up here too, just because I like that look. Got a little piece of paper right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink this. And see, this side, all my writing is the right way up, so I like that. And then we'll put something on here. Let's do some embellishing. This side will embellish it to keep that writing from being upside down, so we'll just put some embellishments on there. And then I'm just going to go right inside there and just ink that a little bit and ink that a little bit. Just keeps that white showing so much when you kind of open it up. And there again, you could use a different color paper than what I did. You wouldn't have to worry about that, but it's okay. Now we'll go ahead and round the corner on this. And I like that my lady got right there in the center of that one, but she's going to be upside down. So I might put this one on from bottom up so that she'll be the right way up. Let's try that and we'll see what it would look like. Alright, so let's just pretend. Well, let's not pretend. Let's just grab a page over here. I've got my book, my journal here about ready to go together, the AJ journal. So we'll just pretend that this is going to match up on that so we could slide it up that way. That's cute. And then you could also put something else under here if you wanted to. Of course, you wouldn't put that because it's the same as this, but you could tuck something else under there. That's a little notebook. Could tuck it under there. Isn't that cute? I like that. I like it upside down. Not going to worry about that being upside down. I will use it on the bottom. Like that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and ink the rest of these and cut the corners, and then we'll come back and do some embellishing. So I've gone ahead and inked around all of those, cut them out, rounded the corners, and then I just put a little pocket on this one. I thought that was cute, and I put a little tag in there. You can do them any way that you want, of course. And I think Melina said the reason she told me to use double-sided paper here and not just regular white cardstock is so that that wouldn't show and I wouldn't have to ink that. But, you know, that's okay with me. But if you don't want that white inside to show like that, just go ahead and use some double-sided cardstock, or maybe some cardstock inside out on that. So I'm going to try to find a little bit of something to put right there. And then that's going to be it on that one. That will be finished. Maybe that little number will work. I'm going to ink it up because it's a little bit too white for that. Okay, then we're just going to glue that down there. Now here again, you can decorate these any way that you want. This is just kind of showing you how they're made, I think. But like I said, make sure that you go over and check out Melina's video, because that will definitely give you the best idea of how these are made. Now you can go ahead and decorate the back just for the video purposes. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can go ahead and decorate the back if you want. And on this one, I just put a little pocket, a little tag, and then I'm gonna, now this tag I didn't reinforce, it's just that regular paper, and I think I might put a little piece on the back of it because it is a little bit flimsy when you start pressing it down in there. So I think I might put a little bit of other cardstock on the back, and I'm just going to use some of that same cardstock or that same pattern paper and put it on here, and then just going to trim around it. And then this is going to be, it's going to have that nice brown on the back so that you can still write on that if you want to. So there we go. And we'll stick that down in there. Yeah, it goes down in there a lot easier when you put a little bit more paper on the back. And that paper is a little bit thin, and that's not really thin paper. It's really good for everything else, but it is a little bit thin to just do a tag by itself. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of this lace, and then I think I'll just put that right there at the top. All right. And there we go. Bit of lace there. And I might trim that off just a tiny bit because that's a little bit long for that little bitty tag. These are the wrong scissors to trim lace with, but we got it done. There we go. So that is one, and you can do lots more to it, but that's going to be all that I'm going to do to these, I think. Now this one is the one that I was going to put upside down because it's got Our Lady on the back. So I'm probably not even going to put anything on this side. I may end up later when I start to put it in my journal. I may put something back there, but not right now. I think I'm just going to leave that one just like it is. And then this one, what am I going to do with this one? Let's see. This would be the front side. It's got the writing there. And trying to decide if I want a pocket on that one. I might not want a pocket on that one. I like that writing on there, and I really don't want to cover that up, so I might just put some kind of label on there and let it go at that, but not that one. Okay, I'll tell you what I might use. This is a little vellum piece, and it is a sticker. And I got these. I thought they were a lot bigger than what they are. They turned out not to be. So I didn't try to do anything with them. I just kept them in my little stash there. And they're very hard to get apart, so that's another reason that I haven't been using them. For one reason, you can't tell which one's the top and which one's the bottom because they're so thin. But alright, so I think I'm going to put this down first. So we're just going to put that down like that. And it doesn't show a lot, but it does show a little bit. And that's all that I wanted anyway. So that's fine. And then we're going to just ink around this so that I can cover up any of that white that's on there. And then I'm just going to put that right there. And I think I'll hang it off and just trim that edge off. And I might even put a little piece of lace or something underneath that just to embellish it a little bit more. Okay, I think that'll work. Right, then we'll put our label there. I'm going to use my little scissors that trim either paper or lace. And that's the little Tim Holtz haberdashery scissors. They work so good. You can go right from paper to lace, back to paper, back to your lace or trims, and it doesn't dull them, doesn't hurt them. So I love those. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more glue right over here on this side. And I haven't covered up that piece. I know it's probably harder for you to see. I can see it. I can see it just kind of the square of it there. Maybe you can see a little bit. So that's cute. I like that. And let's see. Do I want to put anything else? I don't think I want to cover up that writing up there, so I'm going to leave that. And then on this side, I may decorate that after I put it in my journal. Not going to decorate it right now. Now you could also put some little dangles from this. You could punch a hole in it and hang some little things from it, little charms and things if you wanted. There's lots of different ways you could use these, but as you see, this is the way it would go on your page, just like that, so they fit nice and flush. And then you can tuck things up under if you want. It won't fall out. So it's more than just a little hidden paper clip. All right, this is the largest one that we had. So let's do something with it. Now, do we want to put a pocket on there? I think so, because I've got just a little bit of that blue down there, and I want to kind of cover that up a little bit. So I think I do want to put a pocket on that one. Let me see what I have here. These are my scraps from that collection. And that might be pretty. We've got some purple or lavender, whatever that is, right up there. So we might be able to do that. And you could always just put a book page on here, or you could tear a little pocket. You could put an angled pocket. As a matter of fact, what about we put an angled pocket? Why don't we do that? Let me cut this one off and we may just angle it, just for something different. So let me cut this. I'm just sitting here laughing at my husband. He's out there and he has to keep getting on to Brooklyn because she just keeps on. He's like, Brooklyn, stop it. Oh man, she's a mess. Killing you guys. I mean, she's not really mean. She's just mischievous, and she loves to. I said I call it aggravate, but he just says she likes to irritate people. But she's just constantly doing little things like that. Just, and I think it's just she just likes to see them laugh or likes to see them, you know, fuss back at her or something. That's her. She loves it. And I said, my daddy used to be the same way. But my dad used to do that. He just loved irritating people just to make them, you know, fuss at him or just, I don't know, get a laugh out of them, get a rise out of them. That was just him. He loved it. And she seems to be just like my dad. She's so much like my dad in all of her actions. Bless her little heart, she is. All right, I'm going to cut this one at a different angle, like that, maybe. Show you what I think I'm doing. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. I'm going to try to do a little pocket, kind of sort of like that. And I'm not cutting mine at the same height. I want this one a little bit taller. So I'm pulling that one up there, and then this one's going to be down here, and then I'll have a little tuck pocket here and a little tuck pocket up there. So let's see if that works. I'm going to make sure that I've got them the right width, and it looks like I do. And then I'm just going to put them together and trim off these corners a little bit. All right, let's ink them up and we'll see what we've got here. This is a different way to make a really cute pocket. Now, I've made some like this with the book pages, and you can just keep staggering them all the way up until you get, you know, a stack like you want. And they're really cute in the end. The end result is cute, I should say. All right, so we can put that one there and that one there. So there we go, like that. So let's glue this one down first. Oh me, sitting right here by the window listening to all this is so much fun. He's made her get out for something. Evidently she got on his nerves one time too many. So she had to get out and find and pick up something. I guess she threw something, or I don't know. There's no telling. And in a little bit, this is how she is. It bothers her if she thinks she's hurt your feelings, or if she thinks you're mad at her, or she, you know, she's done something wrong. So she will come to him in a little bit and she'll be apologizing. She'll say, "Papa, I'm so sorry that I was mean." She told me one time, she said, "Nene, I don't try to be mean. It just happens." It just happens. I said, "Baby doll, I know what you mean. I don't try to be mean either, but it just happens sometimes." Oh my goodness. Kids are so funny. And I love them to death. If I could have, I'd have had a house full of them. But I couldn't, so I got my 2 sweeties and all of my grandbabies now, so. Aaron spent the night over here last night. That he made up his own mind to spend the night, which is out of the norm for him, because normally he doesn't like to spend the night with anybody, and he really never will come up with the idea himself. His mom and dad might say, you know, "You need to spend the night over here because we've got to do this or that," whatever. And you know, he'll gripe about it a little bit and complain about it, but he'll end up doing it. But he came up with this all on his own this time. And Melina said, "I'm so proud of him for doing that, because normally that's just not him. He won't do it." So he texted me yesterday morning and he said, "Nene, can I spend the night with you tonight?" And I said, "Well, sure you can." And he said, "Well, I thought I better spend the night with you because, see, Tuesdays is his day that he cleans over here. He cleans my shop and he cleans the house and he, you know, just does all kinds of things for me." So he said, "I thought I better spend the night with you because Mom has to do work at home, has to do filming and stuff. And so she's going to be late and I don't need to be late for work." So I said, "Well, sure, you can spend the night with me." So he went, Melina said he just went in his bedroom and got his bags packed, and the next thing she knew, he came out with his bag packed, his overnight. And she said, "What are you doing, Aaron?" And he said, "I'm going to spend the night with Nene." And she said, "You are?" She said, "I was shocked." And he said, "Yeah, I'm going to spend the night with Nene. She's my friend and I love to spend the night with her." And Melina said, "Well, that's good, buddy. I'm glad you are going to spend the night with Nene." So he did. He came over and spent the night. He got up. Well, he started cleaning actually yesterday. He got up early this morning and he started cleaning and got everything cleaned up. So he's a good kid. He's so excited about going to Ohio to sing this weekend. So if you are in Ohio, near where they're going to be singing, and you can go to the Pilot Family page on Facebook, and you can see the places that they're going to be singing this weekend. I think it's a couple of different places. But if you're on the Pilot Family page, go over there and check it out. And if you're in Ohio, near that, they would love to see you. we're not going to be there. We're going to meet them back in Tennessee at the singing that they have there on Monday night. We just didn't feel like we could make that big trek all the way around. So we just told them we'd meet them back in Tennessee and go from there. Because they're singing Monday night in Tennessee at the... I can't remember what it's called now. I'll have to... you'll have to look on the pilot page and it will give you that information. But... and it's just the Pilot family on Facebook if you want to look that up. I'm going to try to put this one down right there. I might as well use these since I have them, right? That's what the goal is, to use your scraps up. And this is not really a scrap, but when I got them, I was really disappointed. And I probably should have read a little bit closer. I didn't read to see how big they were. But I think they'd be good for things like this. You don't have to have anything real big for this. Yeah, that works. And I know it's kind of hard for you to see because it is a vellum, kind of a vellum sticker piece. And then we're going to put this little tag right there. And I'll probably call that one finished. And there is that. Isn't that cute? I love these. And I like how that little pocket did on that one too. Thanks, Melina. Again, another great project. So, alright. That is the ones that I have got finished. Now, I could probably put a little bit more on this one. But for now, I'm going to leave it because I don't know what journal I'm going to put it in. So for now, I'm just going to leave that one. But these will be great to use in our journals. And like I said, the only thing you do is just slide them on your page like that. And that is it. And then you can tuck other things up under them if you want to. Let's just put one on one of these pages. Let me grab one out of here. I've got to finish this up tomorrow for you guys. This is our AJ journal. Let's look at this one. So you could just slide it on your page like that. Then if you had, a tag or something that you wanted to put underneath, you could do that. And just slide it up under there and it's going to hold it. It's nice and tight, so that'll work. And then this one, I'm going to put it on upside down. I'm going to put it on at the bottom up since I've got my lady that way. There we go. That's how I'll be putting that one on. And then I can tuck some little things under there. But I will use some of these in the AJ journal when we put this together. And this will be going together and finishing up probably tomorrow. I'm hoping I can get it finished in the video tomorrow. I've got all of my little pieces put together and I think we can get them finished up. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. Alright guys, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you'll make some of these paper clips. They're quick and easy and they're a lot of fun to use in your journals. It's just one more of those things to use in the journal that just makes them fun to play around with and experiment with. I like the pockets on them. I like not pockets on them. It just depends on what paper you use, whether you're going to be putting pockets on yours or not. Man, when I put these in my journals, I'll probably go ahead and put pockets on the back too. Or I might just put a little side tuck or something like that. Or even a piece of lace across here would be really pretty. Alright, we will talk to you guys later. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.